What is up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? To nothing but love your way. Because guess what? You deserve it. You know my neck look kind of swollen. I'm telling y'all, it's some of everything going around. It's some of everything going around with these kids. I'm telling you, I ain't gonna lie. About an hour ago, I felt really horrible. I didn't know what was going on with my body. For real, for real. I'm just turning that music down a little bit. Hey, what's going on? Listen, guys, I told y'all I was coming, and I'm here. Now I done did my research, Joshua. Say nothing but love your way because you deserve it. And we're gonna get into it. Now I was just going to dive into Dr. Umar. We are doing that tonight. However, I added Bishop Ellis to my lineup tonight, and I'm just giving this disclaimer. This is covered by the Section 107 of the Copyright Act, provides the statutory framework for determining whether something is a fair use and identifies certain types of uses such as criticism, comments, and news reporting. This is all for entertainment and purposes, and everything is allegedly. Okay. Y'all know. Y'all know. This thing with Umar, it really piqued my interest. And so I was up early this morning because I couldn't sleep, of course. I was up early this morning, digging and scraping on Dr. Umar. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm not impressed. Okay, people, don't come for me. I'm not impressed. I'm not going to drag this man because I ain't come here to drag this man. I'm just going to point out the facts. All right, now with Bishop Ellis, crazy this scandal thing going on here in Detroit. Y'all saw the title. It's about manipulation. We're going to talk about manipulation. It is in our community. My signaling is a little spotty, y'all, so y'all bear with me. Okay, hey, Vons, I said nothing but love your way because guess what? You deserve it. You deserve it like a mug. Yeah. So we're gonna dive right into it. I think the first story that I'm going to dive into is the Bishop Ellis story. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, Queen covering it. Oh, he about to drag. I'm not about to drag this man. I'm not about to drag Bishop. However, I am excuse me. I am going to talk about the spirit of manipulation. Okay? Excuse me. Now, with Bishop Bonner. I mean, not Bonner. Don't have mercy. Oh, God, no. With Bishop Ellis, there is a young lady who has come forward here recently on social media. And she said that she was an on and off again girlfriend of Bishop Ellis for quite some time. Okay, I do got some receipts that she released on social media here this week. So we're gonna dive into it. But I want to talk about. I'm gonna dive into both stories, but then I want to talk about manipulation and how it relates to religion and to our culture. And sometimes these things are interchangeable. So we have to be diligent people. My people, we have to be diligent. We have to be diligent. We have to be diligent. We have to be diligent and quit drinking the Kool-Aid. Like I said yesterday, quit drinking the Kool-Aid because that's all it is. It's a bunch of unsweetened Kool-Aid. Okay. So we're going to get into it. We are going to get into it. All right. So I'm going to play a couple of videos and then we're going to discuss. All right. This young lady, she's here in Detroit, and anybody know, y'all know that Bishop Ellis is a big influence here in Detroit. Aretha Franklin's funeral was at his church. His father was the founder of the church, Greater Grace, a temple here in Detroit, and he is a big prominent figure here in Detroit, and in his organization. I believe he's in the PAW. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not for sure. Pentecostal Assemblies of the World. I'm not for sure, but let's listen to this young lady. The first video that dropped, she showed up. Now, to her credit, I do believe that she was either a former or used to be a member of Greater Grace Temple. And every year, they celebrate the bishop's birthday. So this year it was at, I want to say this was at downtown. God, I want to say the Cobo. It used to be called the Cobo. So she decided to show up at her ex-boyfriend's birthday party, and he had the audacity to seemingly wave to her. Let's check this out. Now, this is him with his wife and his kids, y'all. This is Bishop Ellis with his wife and his kids at his birthday celebration. It's aggravating to me. But the gist of it is that she showed up. She showed up at Bishop Ellis' birthday celebration, and her excuse was, "Oh, it's a public event." And so she showed up. So people was calling her bitter and all this stuff. And and saying, why now, and why now, and why now? Why would you come out now? You know what I'm saying? To my understanding, they are not together anymore. However, they were over for quite some time, and some years together. Okay. She was younger at the time, and they were together. And she knew that he had a wife, of course, because she was one of the members. All right. Okay, so let's listen to one YouTuber kind of recap, and then you want to actually hear from her too as well. Okay, man, I heard you, babe. Thanks for supporting.
Over there in Detroit, he's married to a beautiful woman named Chrisette, and they have 3 loving kids, I believe. I think they lost one child, I believe. I can't really remember. I'm not really familiar with
Seems
that
like
particular
Michael's going
part of the
live
story.
too.
I remember growing up, I would see Bishop Ellis on
I
TV,
don't know.
Greater Grace. I think he got that church from his daddy,
I have no idea, but
I believe.
it seems like he's going live too.
Kind of like a nepotism situation.
I think he just did something though. Let me see. Click on it.
It's like funeral was
I'll
a
just play it.
production,
So you
whatever.
guys can
On
hear.
that funeral, that Ariana Grande, the nasal, I sing through my nose, Grande. She sang through her nose, y'all. I don't care what y'all say. He was accused of groping Ariana, you know, on stage. He came out and apologized for, groping her, the look of it, her being groped or whatever, and I just felt like Bishop Ellis was a little icky, but who am I? I'm just a regular schmegular guy, you know what I'm saying, who grew up in mega churches and who worked in mega churches and know this kind of behavior, like the back of my hand. Question about a lot of things over the years, like how much money he makes, what kind of car he drives, And Bishop Ellis said in one thing, he don't give a shit about when nobody think about him, and all his money is his money. He can buy whatever he want to buy with it. Black people been judged for years, and so people should be able to. Bishop Ellis's history is being questioned by a sister who just came up on my For You page, and she alleges that She met Bishop Ellis when she was 20 years old. He was 47 back then, and they carried on a relationship from 2006 to 2018 or 2002 to 2018. And what's so astounding about this is that this sister is being raked over the coals by a whole bunch of women and men because they say she was getting too pathetic. Blaming the woman. He's an old
I
fucking
can't.
man. Let me tell y'all something. These church people know where to go and do their dirt. They know the church members gonna lean and
I'm gonna
protect.
remove it because it it's spotty on my side. And then I'm gonna just play it because I just don't understand what's happening here. I do not like it. I'm gonna play it. I'm just gonna play it because I can't take that jumping around and stuff. I just can't. I can't take it. I can't take it. Or he'll be live in 2 hours. So listen, I went to my analytics, and sure enough, y'all, this ain't got nothing to do with nothing right now. But I went to my analytics the other day, and it show you your subscribers, who subscribed and who unsubscribed. Guess who been subscribing and unsubscribing, y'all? And I knew who it was, and I'm gonna beat him on top of his head when I see him. Guess who been subscribing and unsubscribing? CMA. It said right on the screen, CMA. I'm like, why would you be doing that? I knew it was him. I knew it was him. It said it just as plain as day. It showed you who subscribed and who unsubscribed. I'm like, now why are you subscribing and unsubscribing, CMA? I'm gonna beat him on his head when I see him. Okay, let's listen to. I'm just gonna go back and play it from my phone because that I don't know what's going on with this stuff. Let me see here. Okay, this is the gentleman talking about the young lady. Oh, this is yesterday. It's today. Oh my God! When I tell you that StreamYard really messed this up when it had to where it can't upload the videos and stuff, it really messed it up. And I'm just so over it. And I really wish this would just load up, y'all, because I'm going to my photos clearly. I'm starting to get aggravated, y'all. Please pray for me. Okay, here we go.
Charles Ellis III, the pastor of the Greater Grace Temple Ministry Church Garden. I don't know what it is. Greater Grace Temple over there in Detroit. He's married to a beautiful woman named Chrisette, and they have three loving kids, I believe. I think they lost one child, I believe. I can't really remember. I'm not really familiar with that particular part of his story. I remember growing up, I would see Bishop Ellis on TV, Greater Grace. I think he got that church from his daddy, I believe. Anyway, kind of like a nepotism situation. Bishop Ellis's church hosted things like Aretha Franklin's funeral, and we all know Aretha's funeral was a production, whatever. On that funeral, that Ariana Grande, the nasal, I sing through my nose, Grande. She sang through her nose, y'all. I don't care what y'all. He was accused of groping Ariana, apologized for, groping her, the look of it, her being groped. Who am I? I'm just a regular schmegular guy, you know what I'm saying, who grew up in mega churches, who worked in mega churches, and know this kind of behavior like the back of my hand. Bishop Ellis has been questioned about a lot of things over the years, like how much money he makes, what kind of car he drives, Bishop Ellis said in one instance, he don't give a shit about what nobody think about him, and all his money is his money. He can buy whatever he want to buy with it. Black people have been judged for years, and so people should be able to do what they want to do. And he right in a sense. However, today, Bishop Ellis's history is being questioned by a sister who just came up on my For You page, and she alleges that she met Bishop Ellis when she was 20 years old. He was
Mm-hmm.
47 back then, and they carried on a relationship from 2018 and were cold by a whole bunch of women and men because they say she knew what she was getting into. She tried to break up a happy home, and I'm just saying, I'm gonna say this: you motherfuckers are pathetic.
Excuse the language.
Blaming the woman. He's an old fucking man. Let me tell y'all something. These church people know where to go and do their dirt. They know the church members gonna lean in and protect them and not gonna say nothing, not gonna question it. And I'm certain on one of her posts, she kind of alluded that there was another lady in that church who could have been a part of it, but I think she passed away. They pushed this woman and pushed this woman in the comments, called her a home wrecker, a hoe, and everything but a child of God. So she had to post about it, and she pulled up her own receipts where Bishop Ellis was on her bank accounts. Why is a 40-something-year-old man putting his name on a 20-something-year-old mother, single mother's bank account?
Exactly.
Now, what I love about this sister is, and she don't have to do it, she takes full responsibility of her particular part in all of this. You understand what I'm saying? I just hate how they treating this woman because Bishop Ellis, who groped a woman on stage, allegedly, well, it ain't allegedly, we seen it. They saying that the girl is wrong. It's the woman fault, not the man fault. We'll never be free. Never be free until you Negroes realize that sometimes predators are in full sight in the church, and they know how to move because they know their members ain't gonna say nothing but believe.
I stop it right there. He said something so profound. He said, when are we going to understand that sometimes your predators are in full, like right there in your face in the church? And a lot of times, and people do not want to, especially church people, they don't want to come to terms with this is going on in the body of Christ because we're so used to being perfect. We're so used to being spiritually perfect. We're so used to the church being perceived as, oh, we're always right and everybody else on their way to hell. You know what I'm saying? People, some church people, you know what I'm saying, they turn a blind eye to sin. I'm gonna tell you who ain't gonna turn a blind eye to sin. God. He's not gonna turn no blind eye to sin. Now, I'm not here to drag Bishop Ellis. I'm primarily talking about the spirit of manipulation. Do you understand what I'm saying? So 20 years ago, how many odd years it was? He was in an adulterous affair with this young lady. Okay, what I'm saying, she was 20 years old. I don't know how long ago it was, but it was a while back. Okay, he is married. He was married at the time. Okay, and you preaching. You know what I'm saying? You in the ministry. You understand what I'm saying? And you having this adulterous affair. Now, does the wife know? I don't know. As the video went on further on, he said, you know, sometimes the wife knows. You know what I'm saying? But don't want to give up her throne, don't want to give up that lifestyle, don't want to give up being first lady. I don't know if this woman knows or not. But if she didn't know, she know now because it's all over the place. And yes, this young lady is being raked over the coal because she's just not coming out. Now, I don't know if he has reconciled with God over this, if he's asked for forgiveness over this, if he is owning up to this. I don't know if he told his wife and they went to therapy and been worked through this. I don't know. They got kids. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know the ramification of this act, but it happened. And I just want to talk about how it happened. How does something like this happen? First of all, two willing parties have to be in the equation. Let's be clear. And this woman does not exclude herself. She does not remove herself. She doesn't claim to be a victim. She knew full well what she was doing. Hey, Scorpio mama, I say nothing but love your way because you deserve it. She knew. I'm on Bishop Ellis right now, Scorpio mama. We most definitely covering Umar tonight. And so she was fully aware of what she was doing, and he was too. The spirit of manipulation was primarily on his side. Now, I'm not saying that she was a victim. I'm not saying that I know she went in there knowing what she was doing, But when I say manipulation, it's that ratio of leader member ratio. Leader member ratio. Do you understand what I'm saying? You have a lot of members in the body of Christ in churches that look up to their pastors as if they was God. I have seen it for my own self. I have seen it for my own self. They worship their pastors. Anything that they pastors say, they gonna do it. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care what it is. They be fighting over who can take care of the pastor better. Every time you turn around, they bring them a pack of mints or went and got us some handkerchiefs or went and bought them. They breaking their nail other to say hi. Because they worship their leader, and the leader know that person carries a lot of weight outside of the mantle. So sometimes, not all, and I'm not even saying bishop, I'm just saying sometimes some pastors use that influence and that authority to manipulate their members into getting things, getting them. That adoration that members have sometimes of leaders. And the reason why I got this flag in the back, this is specifically for Dr. Umar, because you know I feel real black tonight. So I had to get the Pan-African flag up here. You understand what I'm saying? All right. I don't want y'all to say, oh, Queen, or went up to the DP. No, this is for Dr. Umar. This flag right here is for Dr. Umar. Okay. But right now we're talking about Bishop. Okay. Hey, brilliant blessings. I say nothing but love your way, beautiful, because you deserve it. Do you understand what I'm saying? That ratio of leader to member. Trust and believe it. It can go to your head. He know that his parishioners know that they will do anything for him. You understand what I'm saying? You got some leaders, they walk into the room and the members doggone near lose their mind. They be jumping all over pews and screaming and hollering, hooting and hatting. you know what I'm saying, about to pass out. You know, and you know, it's just craziness. That type of adoration and worship and praise only belongs to God. And I say that with my whole heart. Amen. Yes, thank you. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't want nobody worshiping me like that. I don't want that type of attention, because I know that type of stuff belongs to God. You better walk very light and very careful who you look up to, who you worship, and who do you do. Irvin, what I doubt. I got this Pan-African flag up here for Dr. Umar because I'm about to lay in. Just hold tight. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we're gonna try to listen to this young lady. Give her receipts. If it gets spotty, I will just play it from my phone because I don't know what's going on with this signal today. But we're gonna try. So this is the lady that was involved in this multi-year long affair with Bishop Ellis. Well, she's saying two.
So,
Wait.
I have lots of
See how
things,
this is? I
pictures
don't
and
know
things
why.
like that. Like we can take pictures of like intimate things because it was a secretive relationship, and so it wasn't like I was looking to expose him. And of course, he wanted to keep things private. So that's that. But I do have bank statements. Like he put his name on my account. I don't know if that helps you, but you can see that Charles Ellis III. I'm not doing this to like really like make this messy. Like point is my story, is my testimony of what God did in my life. This is another statement. Okay, this is 2006. One is 2004. But really, I just have a women's ministry, and so if I can help another woman overcome and learn her value, her intrinsic value, and not compromise herself for money, then I'm going to help women do that. And that's what this is really about, me helping somebody else. Women need help. The people need help. And if my testimony, my story can help somebody, that's what I'm going to do. Here's another statement. So, yeah. I may go live to answer a few specific questions. But, yeah, it's just testimony time. That's all. I just finally got my life together. I finally got my life together. And I'm going to help somebody else. And that's what this is really about. Me helping somebody else. I have women need help. The people need help. And if my testimony, my story can help somebody, that's what I'm going to do. Here's another statement. So yeah, I may go live to answer a few specific questions, but yeah, it's just testimony have the courage to talk about it. I finally
What seemed to be
talking
blanking that lady who
to God, and I know that the Lord is with me, and I know that my story, and things happen to me for a reason. So it's just time for me to tell it. I'm healed, and I want to talk about it. I don't blame him. I was in love. I believe he cared for me deeply. So this is not about blaming anybody. People are broken. They do things for different reasons. We have to understand that. And so when we psychoanalyze things, you get to the root of things, you uncover the truth. And so that's what this is about.
okay, so I'm gonna remove it. I don't know what's going on with it, but it's not really bad. Okay, so I removed it and it's not removing. Let's see. Yes. But this is a young lady, and then she also dropped another conversation. What's really odd to me, y'all, what's really kind of weird to me is that these phone conversations had to be like a very long time. Either they recent or they old. But she recorded them. Scorp, I got your information that you sent me, and we're gonna talk about that too. Um, she recorded a phone conversation, so that let me know. Bad. She must knew this was gonna end bad. All right, so let's that she recorded. All right, I'm gonna have to. I can take that. Oh, Dr. Umar done sent somebody to jam my signal. All right, so y'all take a listen. So what's the name of this conversation? Before what? Why? Are you saying that a little bit? Is what you heard? Is it? No, I heard it. Like the other day, they was on the car, and you know, I had some of my mom. Okay, that's so the conversation is about money. She asked him for money. I said, Chip, forget it. I was just talking about the conversation we would have had before he brought the car home. What you know what you want, and now you got a problem with it. So now you need somebody to help you out of this maze with this problem you brought home. And don't tell me there's a problem, because if it ain't, you wouldn't be on the phone. Bishop, you said the same thing when I bought my house. Anybody tell you go buy that house? Like, come on. Say it again? I said you said the same thing when I bought my house. Didn't nobody tell you to buy that house? Like, come on. Like, why I call you every blue moon for a blue moon loan or a blue moon need, and you say because it's my mother's car, it's not urgent. Call you with me and my daughter on the street. I'm not even trying to make that. I'm not even never trying to experience something like that. Okay, amen. And for me to be here, like, and have like no family and doing everything I'm doing, like I'm actually doing pretty good. Hey, I think you are too. So I think you are too. And it goes on and on. But so the thing is, every now and then she would call and ask for help. You know what I'm saying? Because they had such a personal relationship and was sleeping together. You know what I'm saying? So she thought, hey, every now and then, I can call and for some money, and sometimes he applied. So I guess he bought her a house, at one point, and a car. And I think she reached out for some more money. Here's the deal. The problem is the whole time he's married. This man, I'm gonna tell you, this man, and I wish the signal was good because I would share some of his preaching. This man can preach the paint off the wall. This man has preached holiness to the bone. And this is what I'm saying when people be talking about this and that. Listen, every day, everybody got their day. You understand what I'm saying? And this whole notion that Christians can't make no mistake and Christians can't sin. Yes, they can. And they're human beings with issues. And sometimes when you do things in the dark and you think you done got away, honey, sometimes the enemy will come back and bite you on the end and then come circle right on back around and embarrass you. You understand what I'm saying? But I want to even get deeper in that. The church got a problem. Hear me what I say. And then we finna get off into Umar. The church has a problem. Okay? And I've seen it in all denominations, but really prominent in the Kojic church. You know what I'm saying? Where you reverence these men, and these men just have the run of the congregation. They have the run of the little boys. They have the run of the women. They have the run of the young women. You understand what I'm saying? And they doing what they want to do, and they doing some ungodly stuff. And God is pulling covers. The spirit of manipulation. You know that these members some of them are coming from broken homes. Some of them are coming from rejection. Some of them are battered women. Some of them are just, hurt and broken and need encouragement. And they look up to you. And instead of you teaching them the gospel and teaching them the word of God and how to walk in victory, you teaching them how to walk in your bedroom. And it is not of God. I'm so sorry. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. This don't make no sense. It's like people coming out of the woodwork this year about this somebody doing this and somebody doing that and somebody doing that. It's, you know what? Ain't nobody perfect, and I'm not judging him and I'm not dragging him. You know what I'm saying? That could have been a horrible mistake that he made 10 years ago and don't want to look back on it. Here it is again, popping up. You understand what I'm saying? And I know he's probably disgusted, and I know his wife is probably disgusted by it. I don't know the nuances of this. I don't know how they handle this. You know what I'm saying? But the fact remains is, to whom much is given, much is required. At some point in our walk and in our life and in our ministry, we have to take accountability, and you got to stand. Say, do you hear what I say? You got to stand for something. Life. It just don't make no sense that we cannot. And I'm saying we because I've been there and done that, and that's why I'm speaking on it. You cannot discipline your flesh for nothing, and it's always some type of excuse. Oh, I fell into weakness. I fell into temptation. That may be, but I'm quite sure if you spirit filled, you saw that temptation a mile away. You knew you was attracted to that woman when you saw her butt for the first time. You should have turned and walked away. The Sunday school lessons on David and Bathsheba. He looked at Bathsheba take that whole shower from the Rudy to the Tootie. He saw her bathe. He could have been making decisions there, but he went on and followed on through and fulfilled the lust of the flesh, and he paid dearly for it. And sometimes God will add consequences to your actions. Even though y'all done got back good, and even though you done came back into good stands with God, you still got to pay for it. Sometimes God work like that. The spirit of manipulation, using your, I'm about tired of the screen too. This background is getting on my nerves. Using your clout, using your influence, using your position to take advantage of members. This girl was 20 years old, and y'all already know how I feel about that. You don't even know who you are at 20. You still making goals in your life at 20. The brain is just now almost wrapping up its development at 20 years old. Go Google it. and you come up on her like that, of course she gonna cave in. You the bishop. The spirit of manipulation is ridiculous and it's running rapid in the church. Don't let nobody become no armor bearer. You know, it's crazy. Don't be the head usher. Everybody looking for some type of power and some type of influence, using it for self-promotion instead of edifying God and lifting him up. That's why I said I ain't never gotta preach in nobody's pulpit. I can just preach right here and be good. You ain't never got to call me to the front. I'm good. Because I wholeheartedly want to see the preservation and the salvation of people. I got a heart for people and I want to see them be happy. I want to see God deliver them. I want to see people joyful. I want to see people, like, I'm not into all of that title and all that stuff. It's a crying shame that all of these bishops is trailing and trotting these little boys across the country, talking about they armor bearer and they over here having sex with these young boys, victimizing these young boys. It's people who don't grew up in the church that are traumatized at what their so-called leader has done, and we're getting ready to move into Umar right now because we're talking about manipulation and how religion and culture are interchangeable. Is because we have these so-called leaders. And I pray to God that these videos play because I really want them to play. These so-called leaders. And this brings me to Dr. Umar. I was gonna have me some incense, a drum, and a kente cloth on, but I didn't have no energy to do all of that. But I put the Pan-African flag up for Mr. Umar. Let's talk about Mr. Umar. I want you, and I'm going to keep saying this throughout the live. My people, my Pan-African people, my Afrocentric, I want you to do your due diligence and research who you say is your leader in your life or in our culture. Quit just indoctrinating and adopting people in the culture. Do you hear what I say? Because it just don't make no sense. And I know he got some followers and I know people like him or whatever, but I'm going to need you to put on your spidey sense. Because I'm straight from Detroit North End and I can tell a con 10 miles away. I don't care how good he put his sentences together. I don't care if he put the right enunciation on the word to make your spine quitter. I don't care how good he is at talking to you and talking that black stuff and all of that. I don't care how many phrases that rhyme with ending words in the same sound he put together. Nobody cares. Because I want to see where's the fruit of your labor at. And I ain't seen it yet. And I looked all over the internet. All I seen was a building, an unfinished building. Okay, so let's get into who Dr. Umar is. Look at this. Now, see, I ain't even got my phone about to die. This is the devil. I'm telling you, he fighting this. He fighting this lie. He must not want me to enlighten y'all. You know what I'm saying? An intelligent con artists are the most successful. Come on. You understand what I'm saying? Let's get into who this man is, because we laying the foundation. And I ain't going to do him too bad because, hey, this is just for entertainment purposes, all right? All right, let's just go here. Let's just go here. Umar Johnson. That, for one, took me out. Umar Johnson, okay? He sound like Jesus, a dirty motor builder. Lord have mercy. You understand what I'm saying? Umar Johnson sound like he the one that bring he the one that fry the chicken at the cookout. Okay. Born Jermaine Shoot. When I read this, I was screaming. Born Jermaine Shoemake. And they might as well put the R on there and just say shoemaker. But it says shoemake. Born Jermaine Shoemake. I'm saying shoemaker, allegedly. All of this is allegedly. Don't try to distract me. Okay. By the way, I got struck today by putting up, that short I put with the lion at the hotel. They struck me for that. I'm like, people, we got too much time on our hands. Too much time on our hands. You striking me for a video about a lion at a resort. Like y'all, you got too much time. But I apologize because I didn't even know I had offended somebody. But okay, they struck. All right. Don't know who was. I don't know. I emailed the person. I'm like, what? I I was confused. Okay. August 21st, 1974, age 50, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, U.S. Citizenship, United States. He got two dual citizenship, United States and in Ghana. Okay, education, Millerville University of Pennsylvania. And we're going to talk about that. I got a video about that. Let me see. What you say? I've been following that for years, but I ain't gave him no money. No, we gonna take our time today. Okay. Um, Motivational speaker, Arthur Holmes. Okay, his education. Johnson is a native of North Philadelphia. His mother, Barbara Shoemake, and father, Jamal Abdullah Johnson, is a U.S. veteran, and his stepmother, the late Bernice Elizabeth Dawkins Abdullah Johnson, was a preschool teacher. Umar was raised Muslim. Umar was educated in the school district of Philadelphia, where he attended the Tanner G. Duckery and George Meade Elementary School. Afterwards, he attended that's what it says, Dimner. Yeah, Dimner Bieber Junior High School, where he graduated in 1988. He then attended the Scotland School for Veteran Children, where he received a high school diploma, the 6th, 1992. Johnson graduated from Millerville University before graduating in 2012 from the Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine with a PSY. I'm spelling it out for a reason. PSY in clinical psychology. There is a difference in a PhD and a PSY. Okay. All right. So he also did a book and he had made a documentary appearance. In 2011, he was featured in the Untold Story People of Aboriginal Moor African descent, directed by Tajid Nahid in 2013. Social media, commentary, activism, and controversy. Johnson is most known for his commentary and proactive remarks over the years, mostly on race. 2018, Johnson said that his main Facebook GoFundMe account had been shut down. Now he recently said that his PayPal card was sabotaged. His PayPal account was sabotaged. Um, he had 342,000 followers, remain active. His Instagram following has risen to 789,000 late 2021. At the time, he had 163,000 Twitter followers. Johnson is categorized his commentary as Pan-African, which Johnson renders as Pan-Africanist. He is called a Black American to identify African people globally rather than an individual religion, nationality, professional, fraternal organization. Okay, he does speeches, seminars. Dr. Johnson has criticized the former President Barack Obama, claiming that his administration gave civil rights over to the LGBTQ, the feminist movement, and the Mexicans. In various speeches, Johnson also criticized President Joe Biden. He stated that he had not done enough to protect people from discrimination. Okay, Scorp said the most celebrity I've sent money to was YouTuber. Vaughn said that. He said he got 3 kids and 3 baby mamas. Scruff said I don't take care of none of them kids. He said his oldest daughter is freaking out on YouTube. She said she's going to unalive herself. Oh, that's so sad. We about to talk about that Scorp in a minute. I did my research, y'all. I'm just laying the foundation. Okay. So he said a lot. He said a lot. Hold on one second, y'all. So where did Dr. Umar excuse me? Where did Dr. Umar get his degree from? Um allegedly Millersville University of Pennsylvania. He got a BA, Philadelphia College of Orthopedic Medicine, a PSYD. That D makes a difference, y'all. PSYD. Okay? And he's a motivational speaker. Okay? What qualifies him as a doctor? Okay. Dr. Umar Khan is no, not Khan. That's not him. Hold on, wait. That's not him. Hold on. Because I got it. Hold on one second. I'm gonna go to the video because he explains it better. All right, so hopefully this video will play correctly. Please let it play. Please let it play. Please let it play. Please let it play. Let's see if this is the one. That's not it. Hold on. That's not him. Hold on. Oh, please tell me I got it. Did I not get it? Did I not get it? Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can add it. Hold on one second. Let me see. Hold on one second, y'all. I thought I had it. I know I have it. I just need to pull it up. I thought I had it. Here it is, right here. Okay.
He's a controversial figure in the black community, often bashing Obama, LeBron, and even Oprah.
And he was a puppet, and yes, he was a coon. Barack Obama did absolutely nothing to benefit Africa. He did absolutely nothing to benefit African people.
So Oprah and LeBron, don't give them $250 for no white school. Put it in their hands.
And he defends Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby, the most significant black male actor and comedian of all time. When all the crusty snow bunnies came out against him a couple years ago, you said nothing.
He's got 1 million followers on Instagram and over 200,000 on Twitter. His beliefs are outlandish and many would say outdated. He's against interracial marriage and short on conviction. His grand vision to build a school for
Oh God, this is aggravating to me. I'm getting ready to resent. Ever since StreamYard has changed the video, loading the video up and stuff, it don't work for me. It could be where I'm at. I do not know. But this man said something so profound, and he did his due diligence too. He did his due diligence, and I most definitely need to share it with you guys. So hold on one second. I am so aggravated right now. I am aggravated because this just don't make no sense. This just don't make no sense. Let me see. Okay, y'all. Let me see. It's not making no sense, and I'm just trying to figure out. Okay, where is it? Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if this is it. Okay.
He's a controversial figure in the black community, often bashing Obama, LeBron, and even Oprah.
Barack Obama was a flunky, he was a functionary, he was a stool pigeon, and he was a puppet, and yes, he was a coon. Barack Obama did absolutely nothing to benefit Africa. He did absolutely nothing to benefit African people. So Oprah and LeBron, don't give them $250 for no white school. Put it in their hands.
And he defends Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby, the most significant black male actor and comedian of all time. When all the crusty snow bunnies came out against him a couple years ago, you said nothing.
He's got 1 million followers on Instagram and over 200,000 on Twitter. His beliefs are outlandish and many would say outdated. He's against interracial marriage and still believes he can cure a certain type of people, but he's not short on conviction. He stated his grand vision to build a school for black children over a decade ago and still hasn't opened it. Many people are calling him a scammer, but others keep donating to him. I dug deep to get the full story. Let's dive in.
Brothers and sisters, I am happy and elated to report to you today that we have found the location for the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey RBG International Leadership Academy for Pan-African Excellence.
Dr. Umar Johnson, whose birth name is Jermaine Shoemake, legally changed his name to Umar Rashad Ibn Abdullah Johnson, presumably to sound more African. As he calls himself the Prince of Pan-Africanism, the worldwide movement to unite all ancestral Africans and eliminate colonization and white supremacy. He claims to be a direct descendant of Frederick Douglass, to which the Douglass family responded, "That is cap." He travels across the country giving speeches in support of this message, and he's quite the captivating speaker.
That's the first lie. That's the first lie. He don't wait. He going around telling people he a descendant of Frederick Douglass, and y'all believe it. You said Cash App dropped him. You understand what I'm saying? And y'all believed it. The Douglas family had to come out and say, "You lying." That's that. And then I don't care what nobody say. That's a fly. I don't care what nobody say. I'm looking at him. His whole mannerism say scam to me. And I know you can't really tell somebody's scamming just by their mannerism, but maybe I was seeing his spirit and his aura. I don't know. But when I'm looking at him, you fast talking. In every interview, you fast talking. And you pull it up out of thin air. No, something ain't right. I'm telling you right now. Something ain't right. People that gave you thousands of dollars and all you can show for it is some windows and some paint. No.
But deprecate agitation are like men who want crops without pulling up the ground. They want the rain, but can't stand the thunder or the lightning. They want the ocean, but they're scared of the awful roar of the waves.
He is a doctor of psychology, or is he? He claims to have graduated from the Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine, but an investigation from the Root turned up some fishy things. We could not find any evidence that Johnson graduated from PCOM. 99% of students who received a doctorate from PCOM have their dissertation available.
Dissertation. Everybody say dissertation. Everybody say dissertation. Dissertation. If everybody know that, especially if you got a doctorate degree, especially you got a PhD. You have to have a dissertation, and it has to be online. Dissertation. Where is it?
PCOM also posts videos of its graduation ceremonies online, except someone has submitted a copyright infringement claim only for the graduation ceremony that took place in the year Umar Johnson supposedly graduated. I'm getting Catch Me If You Can vibes here, but I haven't
Did
seen
you hear what that man said?
either way. And if his
somebody struck him for the video that he put up that he said was his graduation for copyright infringement. But there's a group of people who will follow him to his molded school to the end. You lying about your credentials. If you lie about that, because you want to make yourself seem certified legit so that you can build and so that you can appeal to the intellectual affluent blacks. My degree is sitting right. I can look at it right there, sitting right there. I will bring it on camera. What did I push play?
Degree isn't fake, then his school certainly is. Or is it? In 2014, he announced his mission to build a school for black children.
I hope to make the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey RBG International Leadership Academy for African Children. I implore you, I beg you, I summon you, and I petition you to donate to this cause.
Let's see what has happened since.
So far, we raised $250,000, and Dr. Umar Johnson is trying to build a state-of-the-art school for black boys that y'all all know I need.
In 2015, he actually raised over $400,000 on GoFundMe for the academy. And then he claimed that PayPal sabotaged him.
PayPal sabotaged the The Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy is a school that I conceived of a very long time ago, but began to actually put teeth into the creation of that school a couple of years ago. How will my academy be able to sustain itself?
I know, Thor.
Sustain itself. I mean, there's no secret to how you do that. You fundraise, you have to, you also promote endowment.
I'm skeptical his school is being built, let alone has the funding to actually sustain itself. Much like in business, you need sales and revenue to sustain yourself. To do that, you need to be in direct communication with your customers. And today, I partnered with Nextiva, the sponsor of this video, because it is one of the absolute easiest ways to organize all of the communications in your company and make more money off relationships. Business hard to convince people his school is actually being built.
Look at them big, beautiful windows, brothers and sisters. Look at the big, beautiful windows on the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy.
Oh, great. 9 years later, he finally has windows. Well, at least in 2024, he actually started painting the building.
I want to thank the brothers and sisters who came out this past weekend to Wilmington, Delaware to help us paint the inside of the Marcus Garvey Re-Africanization Academy.
And on March 1st, 2024, Umar did what everyone has waited a decade for. He set an opening date, September 3rd, 2024. Narrator, the school did not open.
Well, the time has come. I have kept my promise, and I will deliver to our young men and their parents, especially our single mother, a school that will be a heaven on earth.
Well, no, Umar, you didn't keep your promise. I gotta hand it to Umar, though. This long con is genius. He'll be leaving breadcrumbs every year for the next 50 years. Anytime someone asks, when will the school actually open, he'll continue to reply, soon. Just look at the progress we're making. This week, we built the basketball court. Here's how he responds to the haters. Good Garvey Day, Empress. I'm not doing anything about the hate. My work speaks for itself. I've done more to assist and transform the way Black parents and children do business with and resist exploitation from the Eurocentric psychological, academic, pharmaceutical, industrial complex on the grassroots level than any Black psychologist in history. Let the hate continue. I'm too focused on my divine mission to give it any of my precious energy. Umar is full of excuses too. He blames GoFundMe for removing his account, but it appears this may have been due to his lack of non-profit status that he says he was in the process of applying for. The exact amount of donations he's received is tough to gauge. It's not hard to believe that he's raised several $million in the past decade. And much like that friend who never pays you back, for every delay he's got another excuse. First, it's not enough donations, then real estate issues, then licensing issues, then HVAC, then not enough community commitment, and the list goes on. In a hilarious twist, it appears that someone may have copied his scam exactly. In fact, they have almost the exact same name. I initially thought it was the same school until I saw Umar saying it wasn't. Good Garvey Day, brothers and sisters. Please be aware that FDMGA.com is in no way affiliated with the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Leadership Academy. The official FDMG Academy does not operate a website at this time. My team is investigating this website. Umar's school is called the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Leadership Academy. This school is called the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. It's only missing the word leadership. You can't make this stuff up. And out of all the footage I watched of Dr. Umar talking about his school, I never once heard him mention the word leadership when referencing the school's name. So the school website offers a couple Swahili lessons on its homepage and says you can enroll in online classes until the physical school is built in Atlanta. Wait a minute, Umar talked about opening a school in Atlanta.
I was about 2 seconds away from purchasing a school in Atlanta.
This coincidence seems a little fishy. There's no info anywhere on this website. Empty. The domain info is hidden. Then I realized that the Swahili lesson on the homepage is hosted by Vimeo. So I clicked over to Vimeo and found a new clue, the Fred Hampton Gun Club. So then I clicked over to the website and what do you know?
Peace and Africanism. This is your big brother, Dr. Umar Ifa Tunde. Make sure you support the Fred Hampton Gun Club. Make sure you donate to the Fred Hampton Gun Club. Make sure you join the Fred Hampton Gun Club.
And this is what we call getting caught in 4K. So he lied about his team investigating the website. He either runs it himself or his buddies decided to get in on the action too. So is Umar Johnson a scammer? Well, much like Schrodinger's cat experiment, you won't know until you open the box. In other words, until he does or doesn't open the school, we can't definitively say whether he's a scammer or not. That's the genius of it all. And even if he does open the school, he could be pocketing the interest on millions over a decade. The initial $400,000 in 2015 would be over $1 million today if invested in the S&P 500. So even if he opened the school today, he's a controversial figure in the black community.
Okay, so I stopped it right there.
LeBron, and even Oprah.
Barack Obama was a flunky. He was a functionary. He was a stupid.
Okay, so let's just get into it. I got tons of more footage too and video. This whole school thing, that really prompted me to do the show. And then Scorp, I understand that he is talking about this lady. I'll talk a little bit about it, but we're talking about manipulation and how leaders in the culture, some leaders have the ability to manipulate our people into following them when they are really just promoting their own agenda. And that is what's bothering me about this story. And I know some people really love him because he makes some valid points. He'll say some things that will promote Black people, that will promote certain demographics of Black people, you know, the single mother, you know what I'm saying, the brother that's struggling, the felon, or whatever, you know what I'm saying. And yeah, there is a scandal out here about him talking about a woman, which my thing is, what man talks about a woman? If you claim that this woman has done something fraudulently with your account, then take it over to FBI, because that's when the Fed gets in when it's over $10,000. For you to talk about how this woman smelled and all this stuff, and so since then the woman has came out and said, wait a minute, he got some issues down there too. She done been all over Storm Monroe and Tasha K and all that stuff, and she done came with the facts. So it's a back and forth with that woman and that man, but I ain't gonna necessarily get off into the, hey Mookie, I send up a love your way because you deserve it. That's what they used to call my brother that just recently passed, is Mookie. You understand what I'm saying? My people, quit drinking the Kool-Aid. And I'm just going to come out and say it. And a lot of people don't want to say it. And I'm saying allegedly because we don't know for sure, right? This brother is a scam. They talked about the difference between PhD and the type of degree that he got, which is the PhSYD. Okay, one has a license and the other one has credentials, a degree. He can be a school counselor. That's what he can be. But he don't have no PhD where he can sit somebody on the couch. That's the difference. He don't have a PhD. Am I telling the truth, Mookie? It just don't make no sense. Is he passionate when he talk? Yeah, that don't mean he telling the truth. You gotta cut through the stuff, the manure. That's what I'm saying. We get so excited when we see an articulate Black person like, oh my God, he's so a wealth of knowledge. Oh, let's follow him to the depth. And he wants y'all to follow him to the bank. And I'm calling him out. Go get a job with that PhYSD. Allegedly. Go get you a job and take care of your mother and your kids, allegedly. You trying to lead, you trying to be the next Black leader. Maybe on TikTok. Now you can't fool the true intellectuals. You ain't getting past me with all of that chicken gibberish that you talking, that fast talking. Let's listen to some more fast talking. I'm not even gonna try to play the video because I know it's gonna buffer. I'm gonna try to play it on my. Y'all just have to listen today. See, now my phone about to cut. My phone about to turn off. Lord have mercy, Jesus, because it was charging. I don't even know what to say, y'all. My phone was charging, so I don't even know what to say. I might have to get my other phone so I can stay connected. He lived with his mama, and she on Section 8. Absolutely, I read that. Hey, Lionel, I said nothing but love your way because you deserve it, sir. I read that. I'm gonna try to play the video, y'all, but I know it's gonna buffer. But in my phone on 1%, so I might lose y'all for a second. You know what I'm saying? So just bear with me. Today was just a long day, y'all. Oh my God. Yeah, today was a long day, y'all. So y'all just bear with me. Okay, I'm gonna try to play the video, man. I really am.
Because family is the source of everybody's trauma. That's what you call a traitor. The hip-hop community has betrayed Black America. You're looking for a way not to have to engage the negative elements because you ain't got the courage to step to them and shut that down. And that's what's happening in hip-hop.
You walked yourself in that corner because then you said,
I'm holding the entire culture accountable for letting it go on.
Bob, fatherless Black boys ain't hip.
Bullshit.
Your job.
Bullshit.
That is your job.
Oh.
You can't
so
put that on hip-hop.
They're making all this money and not using none of it to help the bulls.
You listen to hip-hop music and you were inspired at some point, no?
I'm leaving.
What is the status of the school?
Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey. What is the status of the school? What tomorrow morning I got to meet with a door contractor. I want to get some new doors. The doors we got it good. You know, they're secure, but they're old. And since the school is 15 years old, physically, the school is 15 years old.
He asked him about the school.
We've had it for 5 of those.
This
15.
is him responding. I knew I was gonna do this.
So we can have a grand opening probably for Kwanzaa. But we're gonna start.
I wanted y'all to see his mannerisms. That's what I wanted y'all to see. He sounded like somebody who just got out of prison trying to explain his life and explain his case, who was found guilty. That's what he sounded like. You understand what I'm saying? He basically said that every time he tried to open, that there was some type of citation there, that they kept finding citations, and which could be true. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking the man. I don't know. But it is odd that you have gotten close to millions of dollars. You mean to tell me you can't hire a professional contractor to come and fix that building so it can pass an inspection? All the money that people have given you because so many Black people have tapped into the vision, have tapped in and want to see a school just for us. They want to see a state-of-the-art school for boys. They want to see a Black man give something back to the community. They want to see their child learning at with high value teaching and high quality teaching. They want to see this come to fruition, and you have tapped into that desire and want and emotion, and you have taken advantage of it, sir. Squirrel said he tried to buy St. Paul, the college that she went to, but it didn't fall through in 2014. You understand what I'm saying? It's just on and on and on with the excuses. Now, I understand this is one man, but you done had the money. You done got the money from the people. You done got more than enough money to bring this to fruition. And it could be a whole heart desire for him. But I believe somewhere along the line, deception and manipulation came into the place. You said they say the building is in no condition to open. It's infested with mold. But you still taking money for it. My thing is this. Be real. You understand what I'm saying? I can't stand no fake and phony stuff. And you building people hopes up and come follow me. And this is what we're gonna do. You know, okay, you done got the building. Maybe you bought the building and you didn't make a good investment. Stop taking money for it. Stop taking money for it. And a lot of times, a lot of people have a facade on being more than what they are. He done took this facade and he trying to make money off you living with your mama. You I'm gonna need you to get it together. I'm sorry. I'm gonna need you to get it together. I'm calling flag on the play. Okay, it's finally charging. My goodness. I'm calling flag on the play. This manipulation within our culture. Soon as somebody put a custom-made suit and can articulate themselves and have attractive, we finna follow him. Allegedly, this man done lied about his degree. Allegedly, yes. They said his mama got bad sores. The lady that he is in beef with, which is unmanly to me. You were beefing with a whole lady out here. Said she used to take care of his mother. And she talked about the condition of their house and how he got tons of clothes, but it's filthy in there. Everybody, there's always another side to people's story. That's these public figures. However you live your home life, that's how you live your home life. That ain't got nothing to do. If you got tenacity and you truly have a heart for the people, that's neither here or there. You know what I'm saying? That's neither here or there. But this whole persona of I'm Dr. Umar, I'm spitting mad knowledge, I'm finna impart knowledge to you. All of it is a ploy to get some money. And I don't care what nobody say. You ain't gotta believe me. You can say, no, Queen, you need to do some more research. You don't know and all this stuff. No. It's too many red flags. It's too many things that have failed through. It's too many fraudulent things that you have lied for. That whole website thing you came out here talking about. Don't follow this website, don't donate to this website, and come to find out allegedly you are the originator of the website. Maybe you lost ways to get money off of there or couldn't get no money off of it. I don't know. That's fraudulent. That's being manipulative to the people who follow you. And then you out here arguing with a woman because it didn't work out. You ain't my leader. It's ridiculous. Stop drinking the Kool-Aid, people. Have your own mind. You know what? The best advocate, the best civil rights leader, the best African American leader is a father who's raising their son in their own home, who is the priest of their own home. That's who you should be looking up to. Your husband, your father. It starts at home. First, we so busy looking up to somebody. Look up to yourself. Understand and realize who you are as an individual, as a Black individual. Go get your education. You yourself be impactful to your community. You yourself go and be educated and impart knowledge to other Black folks. We so busy looking up to something, you can attain that same knowledge. Putting all your eggs in one basket in somebody who ain't even got a real degree, allegedly, or a valid degree, allegedly. Just a bunch of coonery. a man that's arguing about a woman, and if her vagina did smell like fish, why are you out here talking about it? Embarrass her even the more. And my understanding, you went fishing a couple of times in that fishy fix tank. It couldn't have been that fishy. And even if she was, won't carry your mama allegedly with that fishy fish tank. Don't even own a car allegedly. But you own a school. Sell the school and get you a car. Sell the school and get you a house. Partner with somebody who can bring that dream to fruition instead of bleeding the culture dry over this molded building. And I know I'm telling the truth. It don't make no sense in 2025. This building ain't came. We can't. You talking about painting and you just got it painted in 2024? You don't have enough money to hire a construction crew to do whatever it is that it needed to be done. It's a bunch of bull, is what it is. And I'm calling flag on the play. I'm calling cap. And I understand you may like, people may like him. It's okay. You can like him. He do say some good stuff. But he's a fast talker, man. A very fast talker. A very fast talker. I got some more videos, but I'm trying to wait for my phone to charge a little bit. This is real life, people. We are in living color with this. I should have seen about this stuff. You know, I told y'all. That's why I say support the channel. $CLAYLING. And I'm letting y'all know where your money going. It's going to keep this stuff connected so I can have a good signal. That's where it's going to. Sometimes it goes to other because I do a little bit for somebody. But I don't got no school nowhere. We'll be having a daycare. But I ain't going to ask you for a dime. I'm going to get an investor from the bank. Going to look at another building soon. It just don't make no sense to me. I don't like the buffoonery of it. I don't like all of that fast talking. And then you sitting up there with all that energy, all that aggression, like you saying something so profound. And it don't even make sense. If you really sit down and listen to his speaking and digest it, it don't even make sense. And he making up words that ain't in the dictionary. And y'all falling for it. Like, do your due diligence. Be your own advocate. It just don't make no sense to me as a people. You know what a civil rights leader to me is? Somebody who gets stuff done in the community. You getting stuff done in the community. To my understanding, the young lady said allegedly, you know what I'm saying? He went to go meet her and had made her put together an event in her city so he can go sell his books and make money. You got women all over the world looking at that old raggedy edge beard and thinking that, oh my God, Dr. Umar, no. You gonna gotta show me. You gotta stimulate my mind. You gotta invoke thought to me. I got to be curious about you. I got to be able to figure you out, to be attracted to you. It's one clip to say, oh no, he running a game. This a Ponzi scheme. Talking all fast and all these cliches. He done ran together to form some type of thesis. And we buying it. It's gonna be 22. I mean, I want to see the school come to fruition. Like I said, yeah, he's one man. It could be taking this long. It could be. I feel like it ain't legit. Let me see if this will play. I don't know if it's gonna play, y'all. Nope. Nope. Not gonna remove it. Let's remove it. I promise y'all. I promise y'all. This is burning me up. Let me see. Nope, we saw that. Hold on. Let's take it out. Oh my God, y'all. I promise y'all, I don't know what is going on. What is going on?
Monogamy is not natural to alpha males. This is not true.
That's when you lost me there, man.
This is not only true among human beings, even within the animal kingdom. The alphas tend to have more than one. If you also look at,
I'm done. I ain't playing. I'm not playing another video. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done because this is getting on my last nerve. That's it. With the young lady that he's accusing, that he's in this little scandal with. One thing that she said that really triggered me a little bit. She said when he got into the hotel room, allegedly, he came in there. He was like in a hurry, like he wasn't settled. He just came in there, said he sat on the bed, and he went into like this anxiety, heavy breathing, grunting, weird physicality, a huffing and puffing situation. See, so she comes looking at him like, is he getting ready to kill me? She said she was trying to figure out how to get out of the hotel room because he went into like this weird physicality, huffing, fit. He told her he had just got done doing a spiritual cleansing. That's giving warlock to me, allegedly. You need to be careful of familiar spirits. And this may not be for the people who ain't in church, this part right here. But people in church, y'all understand totally what I'm saying. Sometimes the enemy will put on a facade as a community leader. Will put on a facade, will possess someone that is in the R&B industry, in the record industry, so that he can reach the masses. The devil don't care who he uses. You think you following this activist, and he's some type of warlock spiritual situation, got something going on. She said the man said he had just got done with a spiritual cleansing. It said that after a while, allegedly, he calmed down and started acting normal again, and then they proceeded to have sex. You better understand, I would have been gone. You can look at him and see that he ain't 100% on his square. Pay attention to him real close. He ain't 100%. He's always aggressive when he talk. He always blinking fast. Do you hear what I say? Y'all better watch this man. She said he kept, just doing like, acting weird, and then he came to himself. No, something wrong with you. Talking about you building the school. Manipulation, people. Manipulation encompasses so much. You have to have the ability to create complex schemes to manipulate somebody. Someone who's a manipulator, they play the long game. My brother, he said something so powerful one time. He said, manipulators and people who deceive you will give you half truths. They will give you selective honesty. That's what he said, selective honesty. Just enough to reel you in. And you halfway believe him because he give you just enough We see the building. You don't walk in the building. But where's the rest of the money to finish the building? What did you do with it? Allegedly, the young lady said, in his mama house, it's like stacks and stacks of Amazon boxes where he just done ordered, just buying clothes and order. It's a sad commentary that you done allegedly went through these people money and you know what I'm saying? And you constantly ask for money for a building that should have been open, 4-5 years ago. It's a scam. It's one nuance to the scam. It's one component to the scam. That's just one thing in the overall scam, allegedly. Y'all better pay attention and you better listen. Once he opened his school, who gonna pay the teachers? Who gonna pay the teachers? Now, he said he had a parent, a follower who's a man, who's a Christian. He said he wanted his boy to go there, but he did not want him to take part in the spiritual African curriculum. But he's such a follower of him, he wanted his son to go to the school. And Dr. Umar was like, no, he can't come. You must take part in the African spirituality curriculum. What school does that? And even though it's going to be a tuition-based private school, why do you want to indoctrinate somebody else's child with your ideology of religion? That has nothing to do with the culture. That's your personal belief set. See, everybody has an agenda. This man has an agenda, and you need to really be diving in to find out what is this man's true agenda. What is he dabbling in for real? Not these old beads and incense and Pan-African flags and all of these cliches that he's saying. What are you really into for real before I pledge and follow you and consider you a leader of mine? Black people, they throw they self behind somebody so easily. And you don't even know what this man is into for real. It's ridiculous to me. It's ridiculous. You just gonna follow him because he's talented or he's a great orator. That don't mean that he actually has the method and the knowledge to teach children. So the man asked him on one of the videos, and I hate these videos can't take. Who's going to be the principal? Because you travel a lot. He said, well, I will be the principal. Then he asked him, who's going to be the teachers, like the counselor? Or I'll be teaching on the psychology and the spiritual African. You going to do everything. I want some high quality educators in there. The spirit of manipulation, manipulating the culture, manipulating the people, robbing the people. The African culture, our history, our ancestors don't need no dilution from you. We don't need you to add or take away anything from it. We got enough to study and understand. We don't need your ideology. It is not sound. It's not sound. You want us to buy your brand of African American culture, African American education. No, I'm going to stick to the history books. It ain't right, people. I'm telling y'all, it ain't right. And I know I'll probably go, some of his followers probably going to come underneath this lab or whatever, but I'm going to need you to wake up. That's one thing about me and that I love about myself is I can be an island of one. If I call you a mentor or a leader, you best believe you've been tried in the fire and that you got some fruit with your labor and that you have sound doctrine. sound teaching. I have tried it, and I can see the manifestation. And what you teaching me is tangible. And you better understand with the methods that I may have gleaned from you, that I have applied to my life, and they actually worked. And that's why I will call you a mentor or a follower. That I have proven whatever it is that you selling to be true. The first thing you need to be following is God, whoever he may be. The true God for me is Jesus. You understand what I'm saying? I just don't understand. I honestly do not understand. Y'all better watch it, because the enemy will try to distract you from who the true creator is. Now, I know everybody don't believe how I believe, and I ain't here to indoctrinate you, but it's a distraction. Don't get so caught up in this black awareness that you forget what's really going on. He's a clown. I said it, and I ain't taking it back. A whole clown. You said once he opened the school, who gonna pay? I read that. I'm getting old, y'all. Who gonna pay the teachers? The foolery of it. He done built his name, you know what I'm saying, for himself. And it's like if he came out here and started selling teacups, y'all would break y'all neck to buy a teacup. If he came out here selling a ball of yarn, y'all would break y'all neck trying. This Dr. Umar ball of yarn. The yarn came straight from Africa. Think for yourself and quit allowing other people to think for you. Think for yourself. He gonna have to prove himself to me. I'm sorry, because what I've seen and how he has responded to certain questions, it ain't adding up. That man said, "When the school gonna be open?" He was talking about, the time frame. I said, "No, no. You sound like my uncle. No, And so we looking for the next year. It just all depends on the inspections. They may find something else. It's all about the every time they come in and they find something else. Well, go get you an architect. They got state funded inspectors that will come in there and tell you what's wrong, and you go fix it so you can pass. I know, because I'm trying to open up a daycare. Every year they keep finding stuff. Why? Like it's a mystery. That school probably done failed some inspections. Y'all might need to go Google it. That school has probably been deemed not inhabitable, probably from asbestos. So you shouldn't be taking another dime of our black people's money, sir. Just don't make no sense. You know, it honestly does not make any sense. It's the scamming for me. It's the scamming for me. You know what I'm saying? And then you out here talking about a woman. Talking about something she done got it. My lawyer said she done got it in my accounts and all this stuff. Nah, bro. That ain't what it is. That's not what it is. So listen, people, do your due diligence as a people. Come on, y'all. I feel like we done had enough. And why are we still looking for leaders? Why are we still trying to find somebody to follow? Follow your own self. Why are we still trying to look up to some man to lead us and tell us which way to go as a people? We are past that. We are past that. Tasha K allegedly tore him to shreds. Tore him to shreds. Debunked a lot of stuff about this man. It didn't take me but a minute. The school can't even confirm his degree. His dissertation is nowhere to be found. But y'all taking what this man say is gold. If you lie about one thing, you lie about another. And I could be dead wrong. All I'm saying is show me. Let me see it. I want to see it. That's all I'm saying. It just don't make no sense. Somebody come out here talking real good and now all of a sudden they're a leader. Where are you leading us to? Because you've been out here for a while. What legislation have you introduced to Congress? How many people lives have you changed for real? Oprah, and I'm not really a fan of Oprah, but she done sent so many black men to college. That got the degrees. That's tangible fruit that I can see. Stop playing in people's faces. You know what I'm saying? You over there with dual citizenship and God, gone over there. Lying. You lying. You lie. Stop lying. And my thing is, any sane person can look at this man and see that he is running a whole con up in here. And if you can't see that, something is wrong with you. He playing games. He making his rounds here and there. Dr. Umar. He's popular now. Dr. Umar. No, honey. Y'all wasting time. He's taking up airspace. This man ain't leading nobody to no promised land. He gonna be right there in that same situation if you don't turn himself around next year. Hey, Shawana, I see it. Send nothing but love your way, baby. And to be honest, I heard of him, but I really didn't even know who he was. I didn't know what he's all about because he ain't that prominent to me. He wasn't that effective. I mean, I heard of him, but I didn't. You know what I'm saying? And then when I finally dove into it, I'm like, oh no, is this what they talking about? The spirit of manipulation. People in authority or some type of celebrity. If you are not sound, if you are not a person of integrity, if you are not spirit led by God, that spirit of importance will creep in and will have you thinking that you ruling over people, that you bigger than what you are, and then God has to come in and bring you down a notch. You tricking people. You a whole John out here. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be embarrassed of yourself that your family is coming out here embarrassing you, telling the truth allegedly about how you really are. You can't lead me to the liquor store. You can't lead me out my front door. You can't lead me off this couch. I'm going to say this again. Black people, stop allowing people to think for you. Think for yourself. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. It's just utterly ridiculous. That brother, I wish y'all could see that video. He was an educated man. That brother told into him and was making true sense. Let me see if I can play it. Lord help me. Oh, I got 9%. My phone's about to die. Let me see if I can play it. He was making so much sense that Dr. Umar got mad and stormed off the set. Yeah, because y'all help me with the word idiocracy. It ain't idiocracy. It's not that. But when you pit it up against true knowledge, the buffoonery go run. Where is it at, y'all? I got to find it. Is this it right here?
Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey. What is the status? That's a good question, and it's tough because family is the source of everybody's trauma. That's what you call a traitor.
The hip-hop community has betrayed Black America. You're looking for a way not to have to engage the negative elements because you ain't got the courage to step to them and shut that down. And that's what's happening in hip-hop.
You walked up in that corner because then you said,
I'm holding the entire culture accountable for letting it go on.
Pop! Fatherless black boys ain't hip.
Bullshit.
your job.
Bullshit.
That is your job.
Oh,
You can't
so y'all
put
can
that
just
on
keep
hip-hop.
talking bull.
Can't
They
put that on
making all
hip-hop.
this money.
No.
None of it. You help the pros.
You listen to hip-hop music and you were inspired at some point, no?
I'm leaving.
What is the status of the school?
Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey. What is the status of the school? Well, tomorrow morning I got to meet with the door contractor. I want to get some new doors. The doors we got are good. You know, they're secure, but they're old. And since the school is 15 years old, physically the school is 15 years old. We've had it for 5 of those 15. I want to give it a fresh look. So I want fresh doors. We got another paint job, another layer of paint. We got some floors to cover up. Once we cover up the floors, put that other layer of paint, it's time for inspection.
He did that in 2024.
So I hope to be applying for the inspection before summer ends. And some might say, why not next week? Something always comes up every time you're at the finish line. Something always comes. Some little fix this, you know. But we right there, you know. So my thing is, let's get the building permitted before the end of the summer so we can have a grand opening probably for Kwanzaa.
Permitted.
But we're going to start educating the children next summer, though, because we need time to get ready. We can't do it that fast.
Sure.
But we right there. We dancing around the finish line. And, you know, people always ask me, so what's going to be the date? I can't give a date. I've had like 6 dates and I violate every date. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because one thing this has taught me, when you institution building, don't give out no dates till the institution done. The biggest mistake I made was I thought I could predict. Nah, wait till you completely done and then give out a date. But we right there at the finish line. Floors and doors, and floors, walls, and doors, and we done.
Before you move on from the school, quickly, what's going to be your role? Because I know that you're all over the world. You're speaking to many people.
Listen, the more subscribers we have, the better the guests get. So please hit subscribe. Let's get back to the show.
I'm going to be the principal.
Okay, so you're actually going to be
I won't
there?
be able to travel as much. Yeah, I'm physically there.
Got you.
Because you got to remember, we're going to be tuition based.
Yeah.
You know,
He buying property in Ghana, probably, yeah, because it's dirt cheap.
They're assuming that they're going to get to experience Dr. Umar in the flesh.
Yeah.
So if I'm not there, number one, that's dangerous because I'm not sure my teachers are teaching. You follow me?
Yeah.
And number two, they don't really get the Ifa Tunde experience, right?
Ifa
So I'm
Tunde
going to be the
experience.
principal, and I'm also going to be the history teacher.
And is that going to be your plan for like a long time, or are you going to kind of do
No.
that?
As
And then
schools come,
Yeah.
as we get more schools, I'm going to have to fall back, and I'm going to be more of a superintendent
got you.
than the principal. You follow? But I still plan to be the history teacher, even if I have to do so virtually.
How about psychology? Would you be involved in that as well? Because I know.
Well, I probably will be the school psychologist as
Yeah.
well. Although we will not have a bona fide special ed program. We will have programs for disabled children, but special ed is federal, which means that's public dollars. We don't take public dollars. So we will not have a public special ed program.
Got you. Thank you. Okay.
What's your views on religion in school?
Well, we will have one of our bona fide curriculums will be African spirituality. You don't have to practice it, but you must study it. So if you say, I want my son to go to FDMG, but he cannot learn about the ancestors, he cannot learn about the way African people worship God, he can't come to the school. No child is exempt from any aspect of the curriculum. And the reason I'm bringing this up is good. I'm glad you asked the question, because I've had supporters who intend to send their children to the school, but they want to exempt them from the African spirituality curriculum.
As they
Can't
should.
happen. They don't have to practice. They don't have to pull libation, but they must know why we do it. You follow me?
Yeah.
They have to get the instruction, but they don't have to participate in the practice. I had one father, he's a big supporter. He said, Dr. Umar, I'm a Christian. I cannot allow my son to learn anything about African spirituality. I said, well, he won't be able to come to the school. I said, it's a shame. And you need to check your hypocrisy. He said, what do you mean? I said, your son go to a public school, right? He said, yeah. They're being taught to worship white people. They're being taught about homosexuality and transgenderism.
Yeah.
They're being taught that African people can achieve nothing in the world. They're being special educated,
That ain't true.
medicated, mistreated.
Is the status of the school?
Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey. What is the status? That's a good question, and it's tough.
It ain't tough.
Because family is the source.
He talking about families. He went into that whole spiel that he do. Just tell us why it ain't open. Okay. Now, does that make any sense to y'all? Talking about every time that's an inspector, something come up, it's go. Then ask the inspector. You can hire your own inspector. I have to hire my own inspector. They have to go through the building and they will tell you what's wrong with it to fix it. So when the city come, you won't get no violation. That's how it's done. He full of it. I'm telling y'all, this man is full of it. Listen to this, y'all.
But I will have 2 queens.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So is polygamy more realistic?
I think we have to understand that monogamy is not natural to alpha males. This is not only true.
That's what you lost me there, man.
This is not only true amongst human beings, even within the animal kingdom.
Okay.
The alphas tend to have more than one spouse. And if you also look at women, as much as they may chide polygyny, many women will date an alpha male with another woman if she's attracted to them. Just look at the amount of women who date married men, but at the same time say they're against plural marriage.
Whenever
Okay, anybody who talk about...
But I will have 2 queens.
So the question came up because does he have 2 wives? Because he did that spoof for the school. They had a talent show, I believe, in the school that he had 2 wives. So he walked down the runway with 2 wives and 2 brides. And so it went all over the internet. The Dr. Umar got 2 wives, but he's like, no, that's for the fashion show. So he was on the Charlemagne the God spinoff show, and he asked them about polygamy and stuff. He talking about, no, I won't have 2 wives, but I have 2 queens. And then he went and talked about the animal kingdom. You know what I'm saying? How they make, there's no correlation. I'm sorry. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. Some people, not me. Some people follow people you don't even know what he's into and what he's promoting. To say that he's a leader or African American leader of mine, I gotta know what your ideology is, what you into. I'm not gonna associate myself to nothing like that. So I'm about to wrap this thing on up. So I'm just saying, do your due diligence before you come out here talking about you a Dr. Umar supporter, because you done seen a bunch of TikToks where he pro-black, and he's talking about all of these different systems for the black man and the black woman and all that stuff. Do your due diligence. You understand? See what this man is about. See what he has done in the community. See what you can touch, what's tangible in this man's life, before you start spewing and disseminating his mess amongst other black people. And that's just the truth. And that's what anything that you do, you're supposed to verify that stuff. This man is pulling stuff out of the thin air and calling it knowledge. He cannot be validated. He does not have anything going on that is measurable in his life. Come on. And I'm not saying that this man is worthless or he ain't a good. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying he ain't no African American leader. He can be a speaker, but where you leading somebody to? No, honey, no. The struggle don't need him. The culture does not need him in that way. Now, if he so happen to get this school done, I'm going to be applauded. I'm going to do a whole show, because we want to see something like that for our little boys. We want to see that. But don't use and play on the cultural, emotional heartstrings of black people to get on. Don't do that. I would love to see something like that. But don't use that molded building to get grandma's money. That's where I draw the line. That is what this distaste is for me. You out here playing a whole score. Like you it don't make no sense. It's just y'all, come on. You done had the building for 5 years, and the best you can do is some window and some paint. And I don't want to hear, well, Queen, look at all the square footage that is. Yeah. He could have paid, he himself by himself could have painted that building in 5 years. You bring his people up in there and it's got mold and probably allegedly got asbestos and everything else, allegedly. I'm telling the truth. All right. I hope y'all have enjoyed this show. Share it out. Support $CLAYLING. Support the channel. If you like this type of content, I know this ain't for everybody. You understand what I'm saying? And it's okay. And that's cool. I just want everybody to put on their thinking hat. Put your thinking cap on. Put your thinking cap on. Look at it for real before you come out here with this foolishness, okay? Support the channel, like, share, subscribe. Do something nice for somebody. If it's nothing but a smile, if it's nothing but, hey, here go a little bit of change, or whatever it is, because you know what? It comes back to you. You're going to surely reap what you sow. And I'm going to tell y'all something right now. If y'all sow into this channel right now, it's going to come back to you 100-fold. This ain't I ain't pulling no Dr. Umar. I'm telling you facts. You understand what I'm saying? If you share this chat, if you share it out, the Lord gonna bless you. If you like it, the Lord gonna bless you. If you cash app, the Lord gonna bless you 10 times over. Because this good ground over here. Ain't nobody shucking and jiving over here. Okay? All right, so y'all go ahead and enjoy the rest of your evening. I hope y'all can see my point of view and understand. I'm not tearing no black man down, even with the Bishop Ellis story. I'm just talking about manipulation. People using their position to get what they want, to please the fetish. That's not the way to go. And God gonna see you for it. Some covers is gonna be pulled. You understand what I'm saying? And the way and to my understanding, the amount of money that this man has gotten for the public, you better hope the fans ain't looking at you, Mr. Umar. Come on. All right. Enjoy your evening, y'all, and be great. Your queen says, be great. Bye-bye.